first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The 76ers are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Boston Celtics. Will there be an upset in round one? It's all coming up next.
Here in round one of the Eastern Conference playoffs, this has been a hard-fought matchup. Game 6 tonight with everything on the line. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the one spot. And for Philadelphia, George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt, and it's Oubre in at the 3. Taking a look at Philadelphia, what a huge game tonight for this team, down 3-2. They have to win at home to extend this series.
And I'll tell you what, B.A., these fans know that. You get the sense they are extra rowdy. They understand what their team needs.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Now Tatum. Takes the 3. Brown can't hit. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. And Embiid throws it down.
Getting out in transition, you love to see this hustle from Embiid.
Here's Tatum, and he gets that one.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Now here's Maxey. Embiid inside, covered by Vucevic, and the basket by Embiid.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Maxey. Tatum from long range. Knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Maxey. Another shot. Now here's Embiid. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Clock at 6. Fade away. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Here's Vucevic, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Oubre can't hit. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pritchard, the pass to White. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. And Embiid gets the double team. Shoots over Pritchard. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. It's stolen by Maxey. Throws it up high. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Outside White. Tatum with a screen. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Substitution, number 30, Sam Hauser.
A minute 53 left in the first quarter of the game.
What a move by Tatum, finishing strong at the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kata's checked in for Vucevic. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Shireman's checked in for Brown. And it's Ben in for Derek White. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Picked it out of midair. Here's Walsh. George defending. Hauser passes to Kata. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here is Maxey. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And George gets it to go on the assist by Maxey.
And just using balance and coordination, George can make plays and baskets that many can't.
Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss so many of those.
Yeah, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D's.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from George. And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Boston making a switch here. George hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Brown scanning the floor. Over Edgecombe. Brown gets the bucket.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Here's Maxey. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Sixers ahead, up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Oubre. No points so far. And stolen by Brown. Pass to Gonzalez. Oubre with a steal. In transition. Here's George. The kick out to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Oh, you know everyone comes into the league with a 3-shot now, and Edgecombe is, of course, no exception.
Here's Gonzalez. No good that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 3. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 6. Gonzalez passes to Garza. Here's Hauser. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Maxey. Rebound Boston. Here's Gonzalez. Driving to the basket. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. The 76ers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Outside Edwards. Back to Lowry. Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Well, there's the craftiness of Lowry. He's always excelled at drawing fouls.
Both free throws good from Lowry. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 4. Six to shoot. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Yeah, and there's his patience paying off. Brown waited until the right moment to go on the offensive.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Now here's Grimes, pounded by Tatum. There's the 3. Grimes' shot is off. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. White comes in for Garza. And Pritchard is subbed in for Brown. That one drops. He ties it up. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Garza's checked in for Hauser. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers.
Put your hands together for your Philadelphia 76ers.
A minute 39 left in the first half of this game. Here's Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss. Boston on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Vucevic, the pass to Pritchard. Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Also checked in for Boston.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Pritchard, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Embiid against Vucevic. Pass to Edgecombe. George outside. 5 on the clock. Oubre, a screen on Tatum. George for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Celtics. They're up by 3. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
You can see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. Facing elimination, can they even the series on their home floor? Shaq.
Are you calling the powers of Shaq Shadamas?
Yeah.
I must consult the bones, but I left them at home, Ernie.
What, are you talking about the dominoes?
Nope.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's five. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Vucevic in at center. Now here's Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid!
Woo, that was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy is fly.
Pass to Vucevic. Good. Vucevic has got 6.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Now Maxey, screen by Embiid. He shoots. Up again. Second chance effort.
Terrific effort from Vucevic, using his size and length to make an impact defensively.
Embiid against Tatum. Vucevic, a screen on Embiid. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Maxey. Uses the glass on the layup.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Outside Pritchard. There's the drive, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the 76ers making a change here. Maxey surveying the D. Outside Grimes. Outside Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup. Maxey's got 6 points.
He beat the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Vucevic finds Brown. Back to Vucevic. Hits the three-pointer. Vucevic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Nice shot by George.
exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Hauser, he's checked in for Pritchard.
Number 30, Sam
Hauser outside. Pass to Tatum from behind the arc. And the Celtics another three.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Maxey with it, picked up by Tatum. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Maxey. Brown with the steal. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Barlow's checked in for Paul George. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. Brown, no good. 76ers trail by 6. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You know, the savvy Kyle Lowry brings to his game is really special. He's so good at exploiting your weaknesses and causing trouble for you on both ends.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Tatum. They double-team Tatum. Here's Keita. And he jams it home with authority.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Drummond with the screen. Lowry, good. Lowry's gotten 4 this quarter.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Tatum looking it over. That's to Gonzalez on the wing, Hauser. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Now here's Lowry. Defense right on it. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Well, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Tatum. The fader. That one goes. Count it. Tatum's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot off.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. We've got Kyle Lowry. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Edwards out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Barlow in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Garza. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Maxey against Brown. Maxey passes to Oubre. For 3, George. The rebound, Celtics. Brown.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Maxey against Brown. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Maxey attacking. And a nice finish on the layup.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Queta. Tatum comes in for Garza. White, he's checked in for Walsh. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Hauser. Now here's Vucevic. Here's Pritchard. Tatum inside, working on George. Basket counts. Tatum's got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, no question Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Maxey finds Embiid. Outside Maxey. Money from three!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guy.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
76ers trail by 4. Here's Embiid. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Maxey against Pritchard. Now Vucevic from downtown. Cash from downtown.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch, knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Jams it home!
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
It's money from deep.
He's been in a big spot or two. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
Outside Embiid. Outside Maxey. George, a screen on Pritchard. Maxey attacking. Book it! Straight in!
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Tatum against George. Beyond the arc. Ooh, the shot misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Rebounded by Vucevic. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Fires the three. It's off.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Maxey. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Here's White. Here's a pass to Tatum. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. White outside. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. The 8-footer. And that's in.
Big Vooch with a big bucket. That is clutch.
Pritchard against Maxey. Drummond, the screen on Pritchard. Counted.
Big-time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Vucevic outside. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. They're able to force a winner-take-all Game 7. They stave off elimination, and anyone can win this series now.
And really, they answered the call tonight. With their backs against the wall, they fought with passion, and their season continues.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.